You cannot take pictures of those cars. You can't take pictures of the inside of those cars because that's private property. And by doing such, you are trespassing into that private property.
That's ridiculous.
I'm going to ask you to stop recording. I'm going to ask you to leave. And if you refuse to do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here.
That's
you have an ID on you?
No, I don't have any ID on me, no.
You don't have any type of form of identification?
No,
anything,
no.
With a picture on it?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Do you have an ID out of the state?
Unless you
then I'm going to ask you
suspected
to
me.
stop recording. I'm going to ask you to leave. And if you refuse to do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here. And
Why would you stop me from recording?
Because there's no need for you to be out here then.
Here.
You're on.
So you're saying because I want
I'm asking you to leave is what I'm asking you.
Because I want to identify myself to you, you're saying that I cannot engage in my constitutionally protected activity? That's what you're saying?
When does a simple internal policy become a direct violation of your rights? Today we are looking at a tense standoff at the South Haven Police Department in Mississippi. These police supervisors went way too far when they demanded an ID from a journalist simply for taking pictures in public. This raw footage comes from Long Island Audit, a channel doing incredible work to spread awareness about our civil liberties and hold authorities accountable. Will the citizen cave to the intimidation and hand over his ID, or will he stand his ground? Make sure to check the link in the description, subscribe to Long Island Audit, and tell them ID Refusal Central sent you. Watch closely, because you will definitely have an opinion on this video.
What's going on, man?
Hey, how are you? Good.
Lieutenant Coke, South Haven Police Department. What we help you with?
No.
No?
Your name is Sergeant?
I'm Lieutenant Coke with the South Haven Police Department.
And your name, Sergeant?
Jackie.
Thank you.
I just got a call saying you're kind of walking around, like taking photos of people's tags and in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I was just gathering content for a story. I'm taking pictures of like the different license plates and stuff.
So, taking personal license plates and government tags, or?
Well, I don't know what's the difference between personal and government. Some of them say
government, one doesn't.
Well, one of them over here says law enforcement on it, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
Are you from Mississippi, or?
Oh, I'm not from the area. No.
Where are you from?
I don't want to answer that. Don't want to answer that. Yeah.
Who do you work for? We're journalists.
I'm independent, meaning that I work for myself.
Do
That's correct.
you have an ID on you?
No, I don't have any ID on me, no.
You don't have any type of form of identification?
No,
anything,
no.
With a picture on it?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Do you have an ID out of the state?
What does it matter if I have an ID?
Because it's policy for us when we get out and speak with somebody, we identify who they are, so that way we can add it to our CAD notes, so that way if something happens or if somebody wants to file a complaint or whatever, it makes it easier for our bosses to know who got and spoke with.
Yeah, Lieutenant, I do have an ID.
Okay.
I don't have it on me, and I don't make it a habit. It's my policy not to identify myself.
Okay.
Notice how the officer relies on an internal department policy to demand identification from a citizen. However, under the Fourth Amendment, a police policy does not override your constitutional rights. Unless the officer has reasonable, articulable suspicion that you have committed or are about to commit a crime, you are not legally required to provide ID in this context. This is a classic tactic used to extract information from citizens who do not know the legal boundary.
Unless I committed a crime, no. Or
it's not necessarily you committed a crime. Again, it's when we make contact with the public, we usually, well, I say usually, we always get a name, date of birth, some sort of identification for them, whether it be via a citation if they've made a traffic stop, or they call us out there, or we get a call from, say, City Hall.
Yeah.
Says, hey, somebody's walking around out here looking suspicious, taking photos of people's cars, of their license plates, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
No, and I understand your policy completely.
Right. So that policy is, I'm going to ask you for your identification. So
yeah.
If you don't have it on you, I need to get your name, date of birth then.
My policy is I don't identify myself unless you
then I'm going to ask you
suspected
to
me.
stop recording. I'm going to ask you to leave, and if you refuse to do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here. And
why would you stop me from recording?
Because there's no need for you to be out here then.
Here.
You're on.
So you're saying because I want
I'm asking you to leave is what I'm asking you.
Because I want to identify myself to you, you're saying that I cannot engage in my constitutionally protected activity? That's what you're saying?
The situation intensifies here as the officer creates a legally flawed ultimatum: stop recording or be forced to leave. This is a direct challenge to the First Amendment, which protects the right of citizens to gather information and record in public spaces. Threatening a citizen with enforcement actions simply for exercising a constitutional right is a form of First Amendment retaliation. the citizen remains incredibly calm, immediately exposing the constitutional violation without raising his voice.
Well, no, I'm asking you to leave, is what I'm asking you.
But I have every right to be here, no?
Well, I have every right to ask you for your ID, but you won't give me that, so it's tit for tat.
But I have it's not a tit for tat.
Okay.
That's not very professional of you.
What was your name?
That's not very professional, sir.
What was your name?
Sir, I told you my policy is I don't.
Okay, what is your name?
Sir, I don't give my ID unless you suspect me of committing a crime, sir.
All right, you can have a good day. Well, the crime would be I'm asking you for something which is a lawful order, and you're failing to obey that lawful
No,
order.
you need reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime that I'm committing or I'm about to commit in order to
You just
demand.
did by not giving me the information that I asked for.
That's not true.
Okay, I know who he is. He's one of these.
Just because I know the law, you know who I am.
All right.
Well, please.
One thing, if you want to look at the cars that are identifiably marked as police department.
So
by
what's
all means,
this Camry over here says law enforcement? Is that?
That's actually a personal tag.
So why does it say? Why would they do that? Preferential
because the state of
treatment.
Mississippi has law enforcement tags that actually sponsor law enforcement activities, i.e., the benevolence fund. So when a cop gets killed, their family has money that's given to them to help support them because they lost the income for.
I can respect that. Yeah.
That's what that tag's for.
Okay.
The only cars that you're going to be allowed to look at out in this lot are ones that are clearly marked as South Haven Police Department or have a government tag, like on my unmarked unit that has a government tag. Outside of that, you cannot take pictures of those cars. You can't take pictures of the inside of those cars because that's private property. And by doing such, you are trespassing into that private property.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm just telling you that's how it's going to work.
You can't trespass the eyes, and at the end of the day, if it's in public, I could see it. If you went up on a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's, it's the
I'm
plain,
telling you right now,
it's the plain view doctrine. It's the plain view doctrine, correct?
The officer makes an absurd legal claim, stating that looking into a parked car on a public lot constitutes trespassing. The citizen brilliantly counters this by invoking the plain view doctrine, a fundamental legal principle often used by police themselves. If you were legally present in a public space, anything you can see with your natural vision is not protected by an expectation of privacy. You simply cannot trespass with your eyes.
If you could see it, are you trespassing into?
Reasonable suspicion to be out here to look at that car.
Are you when you look in when you're on a traffic stop, Lieutenant? Please, I'll let you talk. Can you let me talk? When you're at a traffic stop and you're looking in somebody's car with your flashlight, do you have any reasonable suspicion or anything? No, because it's called the plain view doctrine. Right. Anything you can see from public, that's it. And if you see a drugs or a gun or a firearm from plain view,
what's the difference between you and me?
Nothing really.
Is there not? Because I have this on here,
yeah.
And it's also a safety
you have a badge
for me when I'm looking at that car, whether or not somebody's hiding in that back seat with a gun or an RPG or something to do something to me.
Yeah,
you, on the other hand, have openly admitted you are a journalist out there getting B footage for something, but you're also doing that not on government property, not on government vehicles, but on personal vehicles.
But they're in public. They're in public.
But we have reasonable suspicion.
So you're going to go to Walmart and do the same thing? Are you going to Walmart and do the same thing?
Well, Walmart would be private property, so this is public property, sir.
In a final attempt to justify the restriction, the officer compares a public police station to a private business like Walmart. This is a false equivalency under the law. Publicly accessible government property is generally considered a traditional public forum, operating under entirely different constitutional rules than private commercial spaces. The citizen recognizes this trap instantly, holding his ground by stating the clear difference between public and private property.
That's the difference. Okay. This is public property.
Well, I'm asking you not to look.
I understand what you're asking me, sir. I understand.
Every vehicle out here is for an officer.
I understand that.
Some of these are public cars, the people that are up here that are filing complaints, legit complaints, that have emergencies or talking to us because something happened to them that involves the law enforcement needing to be there. So now you're taking a photo of a car that may belong to somebody that doesn't have anything to do with law enforcement outside of the contact that needs to be made with them.
You guys run plates all day. Anybody who's parked in it.
Right to do that.
If I'm in Walmart, giving your example, if I'm in Walmart and I'm going inside of Walmart, I can see the plates from anywhere I can. Sir, I think you're being unreasonable.
I'm not.
I'm
being very reasonable. I'm being very reasonable.
What you're trying to do is violate my constitutional rights, and I'm not going to let that happen here today.
There's no violation going here.
Okay, great.
I'd like to know what you got a card so I can see what website you're going to post this to so I can watch it later.
No, you'll find it. I guarantee you. You'll be very much aware of where it's being posted to. Okay.
Okay. All right. Have a good day.
You guys can have a great day now.
Thanks.
Thank you. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution. You should take that seriously. I'm one of those guys. One of those guys who knows the law. Do you see how they try and make it seem how they try and make it seem that they can demand ID whenever they want. And to somebody who doesn't know their rights, and this is exactly why I make these kinds of videos, for somebody who doesn't know their rights, they would have, you know, honestly been intimidated by the lieutenant and the sergeant here, and they would have handed over their identification because it's a lawful order. Wrong. It's not a lawful order. Now they're going to go about their day. This is public property. He's not going to stop me from walking around public property and taking pictures of vehicles. Like, they do it all the time. They look inside vehicles. It's called the plain view doctrine. They need to learn the law. They need to uphold the Constitution of the United States. That's what they need to do. Here he comes, making his U-turn over here. Hey, you have a nice day, Lieutenant. All right, fellow patriots, the reason I highlighted this particular video and threw it into this week's Throwback Thursday is to show the pure ignorance of law enforcement in our country. I was dealing with both a sergeant and a lieutenant, supervisors, the ones who are supposed to set the example, and yet they actually thought that simply looking inside of a vehicle was trespassing inside that vehicle. That's one of the most ridiculous concepts I've ever heard in my life. It's even worse when it comes to law enforcement officer. That's literally what they do every single day. Look into vehicles, into homes, into people's lives, all under the plain view doctrine. Maybe they should take a minute and look that one up. We can all agree that we want law enforcement officers in this country to have high standards. I hope we can, at least. I'm not saying that they need to be expert attorneys. They should at least know what reasonable suspicion is, what the plain view doctrine means, and of course, all of our constitutional rights. But sadly, that's not the case. These supervisors were an embarrassment to the department, plain and simple. And for those out there who like to criticize what I do, I don't see how exposing uneducated, power-hungry law enforcement officers to the world is a bad thing. Accountability is not anti-police. It's pro-Constitution. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on. We are almost at 1 million subscribers strong here on YouTube. I love each and every one of you. Let's build this platform together, and let's keep exposing tyrants to the world. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Long Island Audit. Peace.
What started as a simple journalist walking through a public lot quickly escalated into an attempt by police to intimidate a citizen into surrendering his Fourth Amendment rights. This video is a perfect example of why you must never confuse department policy with the law. When those supervisors demanded identification, they relied on their internal rules, not reasonable articulable suspicion. Knowing the law and understanding the plain view doctrine was the only thing standing between a peaceful walk and an unlawful detention. Freedom isn't something you ask for, it's something you understand and exercise calmly. If you've ever had an officer try to use their policy to bypass your rights, tell us your story in the comments. Don't let ignorance cost you your freedom. Subscribe to ID Refusal Central to arm yourself with the knowledge you need. But if you think these supervisors at the South Haven Police Department were out of line, wait until you see our next video where a routine traffic stop turns into a complete abuse of power. This is ID Refusal Central, where knowing your rights is your greatest weapon.